EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types of situations?
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Patriots getting ready to take over on offense and leading him out in his second go-around as a Patriot, their 9th-year quarterback, Jacoby Brissett.
And we're talking about one of the true professionals in every sense of the word at the quarterback position, because when he's on the field, he gives your team a chance to win. But coming up, he was behind Tom Brady in New England and learned how to be a pro from him, and now he's willing to pass those lessons on. Yes, he wants to be the starter, but he's more than able to help those behind him if they're willing to put the time in.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Here's Brissett. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, Brissett. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Brissett now. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Brissett. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Brissett sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing, Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll take it at the 42. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. We're scoreless after 1. Football to start quarter 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Brissett. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go play action with Brissett. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Hey, kill. Hey, check. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Brissett. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Right side complete to Mechie. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. To Mixon on the check down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Stroud out of the gun here. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
19, again. Go.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Stroud looking to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught by Dell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That is incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast. Need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Brissett now. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing, Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's complete to Diggs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Short pass caught by Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Danielle Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Now this complete to Polk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. To the right side, this is Stevenson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone, A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Texans set to come onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots now down 9-7. 1:39 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Gets this to Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.